Good afternoon and welcome to the Afternoon Drive. Yours truly, Pastor Marty, with you. Don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it is cold and rainy today. Just a perfect coffee day. And was wanting to get some yard work done today, but I now have lakefront property. I just got water everywhere and really, really rainy, but that is to be expected. It is spring, but we had a little cold snap to go with that, so it's, come on, winter, let go. Your time to play is over. It's now spring. That said, well, apparently the Never Trumpers, which now include Fox News, I want you to really wrap your head around that. Fox News has making a conscious decision now. They are not in any way interested in President Trump being reelected. I'm not saying that Tucker and Hannity and Ingram aren't trying. I'm saying that the network as a whole, the Shep Smiths, the Brett Baers, they have decided it's just not going to be Trump. The executives of the network are in full-blown agreement. All you have to do is just go on the Fox News Channel website, and you can see how even they now twist and skew the headlines, and it sounds just like CNN, PMSNBC, and the rest of the lying legacy corporate corrupt media. They had a banner headline yesterday, Mitt Romney disgusted at what he's learned. First of all, who cares what Mitt Romney thinks? Really, seriously, on any given subject. A guy who was beaten so bad during the 2012 election cycle. I mean, he was like the unwanted redheaded stepchild. I mean, it was not even funny how badly Romney was beaten. And he was beaten because Republicans, conservatives, did not turn out to vote. Now we're watching how Ann Coulter is out there. Yes, I'll vote for Bernie. I'll even work for Bernie. I don't care about that socialist stuff. Karl Rove on Fox News, and Fox News displaying it on their website. The one Democrat that can beat Donald Trump, Karl Rove said, is Bernie Sanders. And then he goes through this little list. If Bernie would do this, this, and this, it's a slam dunk. He's got Trump. Now, one can say, or try to make the argument, well, maybe they're just doing this egging on of Bernie, because they know he's such a socialist, America will never go for that, so they're doing like a setup. Which is what the left says the media did for Donald Trump during the primaries. And there's good reason to believe that Hillary Rodham Clinton egged on the campaign of Donald Trump, because she thought this will be a walk in the park. I won't even have to campaign. Certainly I can beat this guy. Let me just warn you, don't underestimate Bernie Sanders. I know, Joe Biden is supposed to throw his hat in the ring this week. His campaign is over before it ever got started. It's not going to go anywhere. The progressives and the millennials are not the least bit interested in Joe Biden. It's the real reason why Michelle Obama, who just a couple of years ago people were saying she could run, she could win, she could run, she could win. There's a real reason why Michelle Obama is not running. The insiders truly know nobody wants a rerun of the Obama administration, and that's what Joe Biden would be. We've got the new mayor that everybody's in love with. Where's he? South Bend, Bobby B or Bobby Biggs or whatever his name is. And, he's supposedly now bumped off Beto. And, we've got all this stuff going on within the Democratic Party, but don't underestimate. Don't take for granted. Do not laugh off crazy Bernie Sanders. Don't do it. It was a brilliant move on his part, going on Fox News to have a town hall. And Fox News doing that They gave him a very receptive audience. They portrayed to their viewership, maybe some of this socialism, if it was tweaked and modified a little bit, not so bad. Do you understand that Bernie is using Fox News as a way to make socialism palatable for mainstream America? And Fox is obliging. You think this is an accident? Remember, it was Bret Baier who had an awful lot to do with Judge Jeanine being suspended from the airwaves. And then Donna Brazile was brought on to Fox News. And Bret wanted to be able to do some Democratic primary debates. And, the DNC said, no way. Well, Bernie Sanders is willing to go on Fox News. I'm telling you, you've got to take this seriously. Do not laugh off the socialism of Bernie Sanders. When an Ann in Heat Coulter, and I've told you for years she's not a conservative. I've said for years she was an opportunist, and she does this gig for a paycheck. That's it. All the books she's written, it's all BS. Look at who she dates. She loves to be seen with famous, or I should say infamous, progressive lefters. She is the left. She was never really on the Trump train other than it got her exposure. She's not on the Trump train. She's on her own train, the tramp train. That's Ann Bipolar Coulter. She's out there saying, I don't care about the socialist stuff as long as he's right on immigration. She didn't even say anything about a wall. And some of you are saying, well, Trump did lie to us about the wall. He did not. What part of Paul Ryan and the Rhinos not allowing that legislation to go forward is not clear to you? What part of what the Democrats did in the government shutdown and vilifying Donald Trump through all of that is not clear to you? The fight that this president truly has, not only with the Democrats, but with the Republicans on getting a real wall built. He did not intentionally lie. He did not in any way try to deceive his voters. I think he got there and realized, really? I can't even get my own party to help me get this done? And he found out really quickly just how deep the deep state is, just how nasty the swamp truly is. He's going to get it done. And now we've got these people that just keep want to push this false narrative of what they're taking away from the Mueller report. Mueller needs to testify, and he needs to be grilled by people who really know what they're doing. But it's just more hogwash and nonsense. And for Mitt Romney, because he read some salacious things that Team Mueller tried to put in there, I'm disgusted. Really? It was a whole group of Hillary Rodham Clinton handpicked lawyers that made up Team Mueller. Would you get with the program, Mitt? Do you understand? Nobody wants you to be president. Who's paying you? Who's funding you, Mitt? Who's adding to all of the corporate raiding you've done through the years? It's guys like you that really do give capitalism a bad taste in people's mouth and see it as some type of evil personified. You didn't help anything. You went into companies and you bankrupted them. You picked off their assets and you pocketed the money. Period. You're a corporate raider and nothing else. You're a fake smile and phony hair and a cheap suit. That's Mitt Romney. Go back into witness protection where you had disappeared to after you got a thumping and a thrashing from Barack Obama. But Fox News wants to propagate and push all those narratives now about the implosion of Team Trump. They like to run headlines now. Trump lawyers scramble to explain Mueller report. Scramble? No collusion, no obstruction, no scrambling. But again, Fox News has now made the conscious decision now. They're not even trying to hide it. They are out of the closet, full-fledged, never, not know how, anyhow, anyway, ever again, Trump. And who knows? Tucker and Hannity might not even be able to survive this political cycle at Fox News. Oh, their ratings are so big, and look at the money they bring in. I could say that about Bill O'Reilly. Where's he now? Podcasting and Newsmax TV, which is one grade above a YouTube channel. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But Bernie Sanders, do not laugh him off. This message of democratic socialism, as they start to soften the edges, nobody's going to take on the radical views of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And that may be part of the plan. Did you ever think that she was thrown out there to take the idea of socialism so far to the left it would scare Americans that when Bernie comes along and explains it, people could say, you know what? I like that. I could do that. Don't laugh off Bernie. Mr. President, don't laugh off Bernie. Take this serious, and let's get the job done for 2020. That's it. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a great Easter with your family. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and please smack the bell to get my next rant.